Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review of Solitaire by Oseman. I borrowed this book from the library and I enjoyed it so much that I'm actually thinking about picking up a copy for my own collection on my own bookshelf. So this book is about a girl named Tori who is a very cynical teenager and she goes to high school. She doesn't really fit in with anybody, and then one day she kind of comes across this post-it note. It turns out that it's linked to Solitaire, which is apparently a prank group that's going around in a high school at the moment, and they're causing these really big spectacular pranks. And somehow Tori finds herself linked to this Solitaire group. Whilst Tori is dealing with this, she's also dealing with Michael Holding, who is very weird. He apparently got kicked out of his old school and yet he's insistent on becoming friends with Tori. And Tori has to try and kind of realise that maybe it's going to be okay to let people in and maybe it's okay not to be cynical all the time. It says here this book is not a love story, and for once it wasn't. It wasn't a love story. Maybe towards the very end there was a little bit of like romance, but the whole book mainly was not a love story, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the premise of this and I could really relate to Tori, which probably wasn't too healthy. As Tori is such a cynical teenager who views the world in such an interesting light, at some points I could relate to that, and at some points like you would just laugh at the things she would think and say. She's a very real and honest character and isn't afraid to say what she's thinking, and I really enjoyed that. I found her character to be really refreshing. I also really liked Michael. I found his character to also be refreshing, and I think that him and Tori really needed each other. There was character development in here too, and I felt that the character development, whilst there wasn't a lot, there was a decent amount, enough for me to enjoy it and to appreciate that the characters had grown throughout the story. I also really liked the idea of Solitaire and the pranks that they were pulling and everything. There's like beeping going on outside, by the way, so I'm sorry if you hear that. I really enjoyed this book. It was funny and lighthearted and cynical at times, and overall I just found myself really enjoying it and having a good time, and I managed to read it really quickly. So yeah, that is my review of Solitaire. I really enjoyed this book and I'm going to be giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and as I said, I would like to pick it up for my own bookshelf very soon. So let me know in the comments below if you have read Solitaire and what you thought of it, and like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more book related videos from me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!